This is Eric Rutan of Cannibal Corpse. You are listening to the Scars and Guitars podcast with Andrew McKay Smith.
G'day everybody, welcome to the show. I'm so pleased to bring you a conversation with Johnny Hedlund from that great Swedish outfit Unleashed. It was recorded aboard 70,000 tons of metal. We discussed the boat and all things Unleashed. So why don't we get stuck into it? Here he is, Johnny Hedlund.
Thanks so much for doing the interviews. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate all of the musicians doing them, actually. And
thank you for having us.
I saw you guys last night and you put in a fucking great show.
Thanks a lot, man.
By the way, you just kicked all of the goals there. And so that'd be the first question I got for you, is about the boat. How have you found the experience?
Oh, well, it's our third time here, and it's a fantastic experience. Obviously, I mean, it's got everything. Mm-hmm. It's got absolutely everything you can wish. I mean, I've done so many tours and festivals in my lifetime that I kind of know how to compare stuff now. And I love many of them. But this is a little extra, obviously. I mean, we play 2 shows, so those days you gotta be a little bit, stay off the beer and stuff a little bit on those days, and but then it's like a vacation as well, and you meet all the friends and you haven't seen in a while, and you can see many other bands too, which you can do in many other festivals, but just the view is fucking amazing to be on a ship like this,
Unbelievable.
So it's just a fantastic experience.
Yeah. How did you find Puerto Plata? Am I saying that right? Yes.
Yeah, well, I think our guitar player Fredrik was out doing some kind of excursion. We the rest of us was really just in the port, having a couple of drinks and just sat down and did nothing.
Yeah.
So that was more of a tourist place, I guess, because it wasn't really the Dominican Republic. The real. Yeah, no. So, but he was doing a full thing. I mean, he was out there drinking coffee in the city, and I think he was watching the waterfalls or whatever. He did a lot of things, but we were really more like cool down, don't do anything, just sit down and enjoy it, So, but yeah, it was nice.
Exhale a little bit and just take it all in, and just have some beverages and some rum or whatever it is that they've got on there.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. Australia. Now, I couldn't find anything to confirm that you'd actually played in Australia before. So have you played in Australia, and are you coming here to Australia soon?
No, we haven't. Which is just so damn stupid. I can't even mention it. We should have been there many times by now.
Yeah.
I mean, there are a few places on Earth that I don't understand how we can manage after 33 years not to go there. And Australia is one of those places.
Yeah,
and that's just fucking strange, man. I don't know how that got. Japan is one of them too. I mean, Japan and Australia is like places that most of my friends have been to, but not me. For some reason, I don't know what the hell. And like you said, I mean, before, Australia is like I have so many friends who've been there, and everybody's telling me that you don't want to go home if you go there, so maybe you want to rethink that, before. Yeah, so I'm like, come on, we got to go there. I told my agent that if you get an offer, we got to seriously look at that. But I don't think we have gotten an offer that's real, because otherwise we would have gone. I mean, we would have just got the tickets and,
Oh, you guys have got fans there. You see the T-shirts. Whenever I go to gigs, there's Unleashed T-shirts around.
Cool, man. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Yeah, I've been making interviews with Australian magazines for years in the past as well, and it's strange, man. It's really strange. And it's one of those places that we keep talking about every year. Every time we come up with a new album. Well, what do you know? You think we're gonna play in Australia this time? Nah, nobody wants us. And it's like it doesn't happen. But all the other places around the damn globe were playing all the time, all the time. So that's strange, man.
You're big in South America, aren't you?
I don't know. We don't tour that much anymore. We play festivals.
Okay.
Festivals and shows. We don't really find the time to make extensive touring anymore. So because of all the things that we have responsibilities for back home. So that's But we always look at offers. If you get an offer and you have to be away for 1 week or 2, obviously we will. This trip isn't your everyday weekend thing either. I mean, it does take 10 days for us.
Yeah.
So and that's fine.
Yeah. And
that's the same if you go to Australia. You gotta factor in that's not gonna be a 3-day occasion. So.
Well, the thing about this place is that people like me then go and buy your T-shirts, then go bring them back to our country, or bring them back to our local place and wear the T-shirt around, and people get curious. It's like, how come you're wearing that T-shirt for?
Yeah.
That sort of thing. Yeah. So, No Sign of Life, that's the name of the most recent album, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you feel as though the band's legacy is building? In other words, do you feel like as though the momentum is increasing with the band based on the success of No Sign of Life?
Oh, I know so. And the reason why I know so is because we get offers from all kinds of touring promoters and festival promoters, and that's just going this way all the time. Otherwise, it would go this way.
5 minutes.
All right.
Morris.
And so that's why, and also when we go out playing, I know that they want to hear the new songs.
Yeah.
Which of course is, I know that if there are enough bands in this business that would have to rely on whatever you did on the 3-4 first albums.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe even the 2 first albums. If I did so, then that would be terrible because I would kill half of my crowd. They wouldn't be interested anymore. So, and that's really good. That's really something. I think that's, and I can tell when I play as well that they want to hear the new songs, and I guess that's a good reason to keep going. Otherwise, it will be a little bit more like, you did better when you were younger,
Yeah,
So,
I know. Yeah, we like your old stuff. We don't like your new stuff.
yeah. But you gotta play from. We have 14 albums out now. We're working on the 15th one, so you gotta try and play from as many albums as you can. You have 60 minutes and you play, but you almost can't play a song from every album because that exceeds 60 minutes. So,
Yes.
it's strange that way, but
you do have a cohort that what you're saying is correct, but I also noticed that any of the old school Norwegian and Swedish bands have the fans that just want to hear, for example, Where No Life Dwells. Okay, so have you had the promoters reach out to you and go a bit like Sodom with Agent Orange? We just want you to play that album all the way through, and then maybe a few other classic cuts.
The strange thing is that I haven't. Well, I mean, if I listen to some people that are like in my age, like around 45 to 55, they would probably say that they would want to have the 5 first albums, like weighing over to that side of things. But I haven't really had any like that type of demand. You got to do a tour with these 2 albums because that's what counts. That hasn't happened yet. And I know as well because if I play songs from like most of the albums, then I know I can see the crowd. If they know the lyrics and the choruses of the new songs, the 5 past albums, now then they like them. It's as easy as that, really.
Yeah.
So, and but yeah, the crowd is getting older. That's for sure. I mean, the metal heads are getting older, for sure. And
yes, definitely.
That's not really the question, but I guess, but for sure there are many. There aren't enough younger people. I would say. And I guess that's another question.
But you're right. The rock and metal is facing that is a real issue. I notice the cohort here. I'm 45. And I'm probably in the middle of the age group in terms of the people that are here, and we need younger people coming through, graduating to extreme metal. But I mean, it'll probably happen. But who knows? We don't have a crystal ball, right?
Right. No, it's the same everywhere. So it's not really, it's not depending on which country. It's the same everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, my son is 13 and he knows more metal than fucking everyone in his county. That is in his age. He knows many groups, but his friends, they don't care about music at all.
That sucks. Yeah.
They would go to Spotify. They click on something that has a lot of views. It doesn't matter what it is. They just click on whatever is on top, and then they would sing that along to some kind of chorus. Whatever type of music that is, doesn't matter at all.
That sucks.
So he's like kind of alone in his school, like being a metalhead, So that's.
Well, look who he's got as a dad. That's awesome.
Well, I brought him up well in that respect. I got to tell you, man. I wasn't gonna give that up for sure.
Your dad's in Unleashed.
No way. I wasn't gonna give that up.
All right, we've got the knock at the door, so I better that's on my last question. Even though believe me, I've got tons of more questions I'd like to ask. Okay, but look, for you as a bloke who's been in this scene for 40 years or thereabouts, okay, you've been there, you've done that, you've experienced the highs and indeed the lows as well. So what's kept you enthusiastic through the whole thing?
Oh, the live show. That's it. I could sit home and make music, lyrics for 100 years. It doesn't matter. That's that's fun too. It's really fun. But the live show, that's just that's the experience that I'm always looking for. Can I make this better? Can I have that connection with my crowd? Can I look in their eyes and see that they actually know the chorus and that they feel what I feel? I mean, that's just unheard of. I mean, I don't even know how to explain that. It's that's the type of connection that drives me, and I know this is the same with the guys in the band. You know, if that's why if you have a show that wasn't as you would have hoped it would be, then you know you feel kind of bad.
Yeah,
you get paid the same. It doesn't matter, but that just goes to show it wasn't the money. You know, I want to have that experience. I want to see if they like the music. You know, and most of our shows are always great, and that's why that's what keeps the drive. It's fantastic. I mean, that's all there is to it, really. All the other things are good, and there have to be there, the finances and the the people that work for us, the crew and those who make the artwork and whatever. And they're amazing people, but the core of it is the live show.
Yeah. Hopefully, Australia in the next 12 months. We'll try and get a promoter onto it. No doubt. Got to do something. And your brother. That's great. Yeah.
Johnny Hedlund from Unleashed. Gosh, isn't he just the Swedish uncle that you wished you had? There you go. There are many more chats that were recorded on 70,000 Tons of Metal available. Just check them out via YouTube, Spotify, whatever the podcast apps you're listening through. But if you're really keen to find them all in a convenient location, go to my website, scarsandguitars.com. There's a tab up the top there, 70,000 Tons, and you can listen to and watch conversations featuring the members of Carnation, Tigers of Pantang, The Halo Effect, Sodom, Scar Symmetry, Nocturnal, My Dying Bride, Inhuman Condition, Blood Red Throne, and Angra. Worthy. Yes, it is indeed. All right, that's it from me. My name's Andrew Mackay-Smith, and I'm the host of the Scars and Guitars podcast. Until the next one, it's a goodbye for now.